Good day, everyone. So this is us, Yuriko Aaron EJM. So welcome to my YouTube channel. So in the previous video, we discussed how to create a basic login sample when it comes in the usage of Android Studio. So we introduced there the login as well as the register functionality that we need to create first account before transitioning to the login to be able to go to the main kit or the home page. So for now, we will discuss on the part 3 of this discussion is the improvement of the code while adding the new features of the condition, which is the email checks that the user must need to implement a .gmail.com or a .yahoo.com, and also making sure that the password will check at the same on the confirmation of the password, or the password must be exactly the same on the confirmation. So let's discuss. So to be able to navigate it. So first, we will start on the login fragment. So as you can see, this almost the same code on the previous video or the previous YouTube video that I upload on the part 1 and the part 2. So as you can see here, it has some sort of adjustment or improvement because I use the when condition. So when it comes to when condition, it uses the arrow functions to be able to easily create a simplex code regarding rather than using an if and else condition. So as you can see, it has now if the user is that empty or password is that empty, so it will return a statement which is lagay ka muna sa user at pass mo. And this part on the second block of the code, it is now is the email check if the user input a .gmail.com or .yahoo.com. So if user that ends, it means that if the user does not end in the .gmail and yahoo.com, it will return a statement of yung email na dapat may Gmail o Yahoo. And then the next block of the code is if the password does not match on the password pattern which is here. So the password pattern indicating that the password must start on the big letter, and also a alphanumeric that has 9 or 8 above characters. So that's the functionality of this block. And the last is the same thing on the first video. Is this the first one you will see in the if statement? And if the all code condition or the code blocks condition is not satisfied, it will go to the else statement. Okay. So to be able to know or ask what is this, it is an arrow function. So next one is the register. We will navigate it to the register fragment. It has some sort of differences also, but it has the same code syntax or code condition when it comes to the login fragment. I just add here the if the password matches password matches and confirm password. So this is the additional code logic on the register fragment. So so that's the improvement of it. And then when it comes in the theme, I also changed the theme by just changing the color of this icon at the same time the color of the background of the whole background of the code or the app. So next is adding some features that is located on the drawable. As you can see the PNG there, and also choose what logo we will use and add intro screen or splash screen as you can see there. So the purpose of it will show the logo by itself. It has a splash screen logo that it will show a 4 seconds duration on the app when the app launch, and that's the added features of and the improvement of the app. So later on I will view it, but before we proceed, Mr. Daniel Shango will now explain the toggle menu button of the that you will able to see the password. So okay.
So thank you, Mr. Yoriko. The I'm going to discuss to you how to make a toggle view function. So the goal of this is to let the user view or hide the password text while typing. So the first thing that we are going to do is to add a drawable in the drawable folder. So in order to do that is just right click and then new and then vector asset, and then you should pick the eye icon. So eye icon that we are using eye icon because it shows because the main function of the toggle is to view. So eye is for viewing. So you should add two for that. So you should modify the name, or yes, the name and the color. So first that you are going to do is icon or anything that you want. Just include a on or nothing first. So for the next one is to add a new vector assets, which is having a name that is off or something like that. So as you can see, we have added two vector icons that we are going to use in this code. So go to the login layout, login layout. So find the so as you can see in the design layout, you should you should see the eye icon in the password. So let's go to the code view of that layout and then find password the password or the password view or something like that. So password input and then add a drawable end or drawable ends, and the string is at drawable. So we are going to call the or we are going to access the drawable to get the icon that we are going to use. So in case that so in first one we are going to use off, and then the next part is we're going to use on. So next part is we are going to the fragment login. So keynote of this layout is that we are going to use we are going to apply this also to the register layout, and then the register fragment. So let's go to the as you can see, it has an eye icon. So it is the same as the login layout. So let's go to the login fragment, and then in the line 42, I have created a variable which is var is a password visible equals false. So it false because if it is true, then the password is shown automatically. So it stays false because it is a toggle. So it is optional to use. And then password set touch on listener. So it is used to flip the state each time the user clicks, something like that. Okay. So let's move on to the if event action. So if it is so in simpler words, if it is click, so it will automatically show, and then else is input equals in that in et that input type equals input type. So basically in our if and else statements are it will just show and it will just hide the password. So you should add a return at set on touch listener to true. Okay? So false for and then the after we have done all of that, we should set the false set on touch listener. So take note, just like I said earlier, you should add that codes into the register fragment so that it will automatically just or we can use the eye icon. So the next part of this video is we are going to run the functionality of what we have discussed today. So thank you.
Okay, for the previewing or viewing the app by itself, for the next video, I will show a demonstration on all of the conditions that me and Mr. Daniel discussed, and I will just run it through my phone by the help of developer mode and screen record it and show it to you. So that's for today, and thank you for listening.